Hello, I am Archivist Aaron, and welcome to my study. And today, things are actually working again, which is good. I don't know what was broken, per se, but everything's fixed now, it would seem. And we're back to playing some... Okay, it's taking a while this time. There it goes, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Once again, I swear, it takes longer every time I switch to the game and wait to say the name of the game until the game actually shows up on screen. It takes longer and longer every time I do that for the game to actually pop up on the OBS. But, you know, it just likes to torture me, I guess. Man, they are running fast. Who the heck are they? Let's get the bird out and just see what they're about. The insolent, you say? Alright. You think? Could I maybe... No, probably can't. I'm trying to see if I can sneak attack them from here. I don't think that's going to be possible. Maybe they're walking weird at this. I think it's the LOD that's doing it.
Goddess of war and wisdom. Does it?
So let's just get a nice sneak attack on this bad boy. There we go. Don't mind me. All right, we got our flaming sword as well. You wanna try something? Thank you. Before my fire runs out, my good man. What a way to start the day. I can see nothing. He was trying to go for a double attack. Alright. What else you got? How do you even say your name? Vinkites? Alright, mister, I don't know how to say your name. Get killed. Alright, easy enough. And you drop some gems, always nice. So we were going to be heading to the symposium. So that's where we're going. We are hoping that... Oh, there's another... He's a ways away. That's fine. We're hoping that we can get some clues as to where the next cultist member is by going to this symposium, because we're supposed to be there looking for information about our mom or something, but we ran into many dead ends when it came to finding certain cult members, and I hope that going here will give us some clue, because it's pretty much the last option I have. I don't know where else to look for any kind of information about it. Is that... No, the mercenary just kind of disappeared. Okay, good. Alright, felicitations, malefactors.
We'll be
I'm just gonna walk inside. Okay, thank you. I like how they were trying to welcome me, I just sprinted straight in. I was like, I don't care. I'm going in whether you like it or not.
Cassandra, it's you!
How the heck did you get here?
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said, stay out of trouble.
Which I have.
How did you end up at an important
Almost out of trouble.
political gathering? And I guess it's not exactly a political gathering, but you know, it's a symposium. How did Phoebe get here?
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
Especially because the city's,
what
you
are
know,
you
under
doing here?
siege.
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here. For Pericles.
No, for Aspasia.
Who's that?
How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you.
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky.
Did they happen to say that, you know, you have to work for them because you owe them a debt? Because maybe you stole something from them?
I don't
That sounds
understand why I have
probable.
to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. We don't want to scare people in there.
Well,
What if I do want to scare people in there?
I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll
Alright, sure.
get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
Sad we have to leave our weapons.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is.
Not exactly like
If you
everyone
want
else.
them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
You know, I was just thinking about how weird it is that, I mean, I understand that when you're making like character models for a game, you don't want to make like a huge variety because then that's just a lot more work. But it does seem weird that Cassandra specifically has a very, like, not super, but like a somewhat masculine frame with like the broader shoulders, much more muscular. I mean, she's a mercenary, it makes sense. But at the same time, you would think that there would be other female NPCs that would share a similar larger body type. I mean, in real life, a lot of women do have broader shoulders and, you know, more muscular frames, just naturally. So you would think that there would be other women in the game that would have that similar thing, but it seems like all the women in the game that I've seen, or at least noticed, have like the exact same female body type, and Cassandra is like a completely unique model that nobody else has the same, you know, look. Because I was gonna say, she doesn't look exactly like everyone else, because I mean, look at her. It also might just be how she's stanced up. I mean, she looks like she's ready for a fight, even though she's supposed to be here for a party. But, you know, it's just weird how nobody else looks like her, and she really probably would not fit in, even if she's wearing the same thing. But, we need to talk to Herodotus. Hello.
Here, Cassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after
That's
all.
fair.
Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
Yeah, they tend
He's
to
a
do
writer
that.
of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
Have I heard of it? I don't know if I have.
I've heard of
But we're gonna say
Sophocles.
that we've heard of him.
In my
Because
line
she
of
probably
work,
has.
it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Oh, we know him.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't
What
let
do you got
Socrates
against
get
him?
under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points.
That happens a
But
lot.
the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Why would you not
Vile
attend your own
Socrates,
party?
always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Why is the vampire guy from Baldur's Gate 3 here? Does he not look like almost exactly like him? I mean, not exactly. He looks very different, but similar hair color.
Let's not use
Slightly
Alcibiades
longer
as an
hair.
example. Be
But he looked
good
and sounded
and
very
don't drink
similar.
Too much. So, tell me, what does a
I can't remember
mistress
his
like you
name.
think of a party like this?
In Baldur's Gate 3, his name was the same name as the Minotaur guy. Is it Astarion? I think it's Astarion. I don't know why. The second I saw him, I should have been, thrown off as to why there was a mostly naked dude sitting in the middle of the party. But all I could think about was, what the heck is Astarion doing here? Like, how is he in this game? Am I losing my mind? But anyways. Yeah, parties are not my specialty. Not in real life either. I'm not a big party goer.
This is going to be a long night. Parties should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
What kind of parties does
If
she go
these
to?
guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him.
I thought he
If
doesn't come
he's
to his own
alone,
parties.
I'll tell him what your brother said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
good
stay
here.
here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
And the cult.
Me too.
Although, realistically, if these are a bunch of, important and influential people from all over the Greek world, or even just all over Athens, at least one of these people has to be a cult member, if you think about it. Because the cult members are all influential people in the Greek world. So, I would think that at least one of these guys knows, about the cult and is in the cult. So we'll see. Let's hope we don't end up in any trouble. Let's see, there's a marker over in this room.
And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice?
What? No! Have you been listening to nothing I say?
Interesting conversation. Felicitations,
I
Malfactor.
suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
I mean, I probably shouldn't just get off topic.
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure you knew that. And you are?
I am looking for information that'll help me find someone.
It's a weird name.
A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, You expect too much. You could talk to Evripidis. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous Xanthodontus
Second most? Who's the first most?
Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
Also, I
had
didn't
no
understand.
idea what that
Yeah,
meant.
I didn't
No,
understand a
you
word of
don't.
that. And that's impressive because I usually have a pretty decent vocabulary. And to be fair, I wasn't paying too much attention to what he was saying. Because I was more musing about who the first most worldly person in the party would be. I mean, I don't know if that's him, but I don't know. But yeah, I didn't understand a word that he just said. I mean, she'll get him a drink.
So we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argiv than Athenian.
Impressive foreigner. Evripidis is from Argos.
All right.
Oh. Stereotypes are
Nothing
accurate,
else, this
apparently.
party could
Who
use the
knew?
help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Evripidis is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
Alright. I mean, we'll
I'll
just...
get the wine.
We don't need the backstory.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Okay, so we need to get... We need to get something from here. Do we just grab it? We got olive oil, okay.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
Probably the sweet wine, because I
I'm
mentioned
here
that.
for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
Apparently she's very busy. And we got more olive oil. Okay, good. So you have a big marker over your head?
face in Pericles' abode. Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it
I did
the
not.
orange ape. Tell me, what does it think?
I mean, yeah, calling me it seems a little rude. But also, I have a name sounds... I'm just gonna say
Did
this.
you just call me it? Watch your mouth, Athenian.
It speaks, and so feisty too. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doomed to be the only young and beautiful thing here. So, what do they call you?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Evripidis. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Evripidis.
I know.
Playwright,
He just
you're
said.
not much for words.
Good men lead
could've
quiet
just said,
lives,
"Hello."
as old Evripidis likes to say. Don't you, Evripidis?
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though.
Quickly, bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
Drinking competition. I don't think that, But I'm also not a servant, so this is the only good option.
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Evripidis seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
I mean, we don't want to ask for help first. We need to, you know, loosen his
Let's
tongue
conjure
first.
Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Did they already drink the entire
Ready
glass?
for more?
He drinks fast. I don't think you're supposed to drink fast when it comes to wine.
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's
You
have
are
some
drinking
more.
with one hand. So I think what we need to do is we need to get the other dude out of here by giving
You
him
ready for
too
another?
much of this. And then we can talk one-on-one with this guy. And then we can get the information we need.
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought
Heracles?
myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it.
Alright then.
In Argos. Here I come.
So now we return to that guy. Felicitations. We've done the thing.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
Somewhat.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
I will. Man, parties are not my scene. I do not understand these individuals. Was that all I needed to do? Oh, there's another thing over there. I don't think I can get to it from there. So maybe through this door? Yes. I hope it's... Yeah, it's the door of a Asterion look-alike.
Someone's being hurt.
I don't think they're being hurt.
Kick it in!
This really isn't Cassandra's type of party, is it?
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Oh, look at you.
Hi, Asterion. Long
Such
time no see.
authority. Such...
I need to play Baldur's Gate 3 on stream someday.
I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
You know, at this point, it's not... Like, normally this would faze me, but after every single NPC in the game has hit on Cassandra, at this point it's just kind of the norm. So, you know, we're pretty desensitized at this point. Yeah, we're
I only
looking
came
for
to
something.
the symposium to find someone.
Sounds
Does
like
Asterion
we can
know where this
help
person
each
is?
other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for.
I have oil.
Maybe they're in here.
They're not in there.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
Alright, I have some
I
oil.
come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care
You promised
to
information.
join us?
Yeah, no thank you.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart,
That's true.
she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Theatera. I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts.
Ali, come back inside.
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anfusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Okay, bye, Astarion.
Thusha in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
Was that all we need? Oh, there's a mercenary coming. Was that all we needed? Oh, we can talk to Socrates now. Good.
Being so new to Athens and gaining access to this symposium is no small feat. Though you said there are things you wouldn't do, you gained Pericles' trust so quickly.
I've made my choice.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree
That is a long
the act
name.
of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
Well, okay. Neither of these questions, neither of these options answer the question. But I would definitely say that it is probably for both. Such as, for instance, if you were to be a carpenter, not only are you bettering the building that you are working on, but you are also bettering yourself in that you are not only getting paid for the work, thus lining your pockets, bettering your, financial situation, but also you would be gaining experience and skill in your craft, which would also be bettering yourself. Now, that could very well be transferred to a ruling class type of thing where, the ruling class do need to have some amount of income, you would think, but it does need to be a fair income, I would assume. And then additionally, the focus shouldn't be on the ruling class, because the betterment that they should get is they should get better at ruling, and more just, more fair, better judgment, that kind of stuff. So, seeing as how a lot of rulers do it for themselves and for the betterment of themselves, I would say rulers are indeed unjust.
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
That is
By
true.
practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
I mean, in general, you would need to have losses in situations. Usually, if there is nothing to be gained, a good general would retreat. However, if there are lives to be lost, then there must be some reason behind it, and generally a good one at that, if you're a good general. So I would say that that is, a fair thing for someone in charge of soldiers to do. Of course, once again, neither of these really give an opinion on the point, but I could say these contradict himself because I don't want to just stop talking about it.
He brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men? What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
You're wasting your time.
Kind of a devil's advocate kind of thing. Except he's more of a confusions advocate.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
I didn't really even give any
Socrates is
opinions.
an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
That wasn't me. I don't think that will go well.
I did what I had to, and I'd do it again. I make no apologies.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
Yeah.
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn, but I feel a bit uncomfortable, to be honest.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
Alright. Okay, this one sounds like I'm a stalker. This one seems not very discreet. But
I've been searching for a woman named Mirini, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you.
I have a ship.
When you're done, return here.
Does that make me a
Together,
monster?
We will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
I thought he didn't attend his own parties. So he's up there. How do I get up there? I wish I could have followed Phoebe. But I mean, I could just climb. In theory. Is it over here? Where might the stairs be? No, it's an empty room. Is it out here and to the right? Just to the left is just, yeah. To the left is just the door. With a Asterion. Alright, balcony. Man, you took your time getting here. I had a whole conversation. And you're still just arriving.
Cassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
Probably.
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
I
Or as
understand
silent
that.
as I let it be, at least.
I mean, I probably don't want to pry into why he had me go do
Your
this
life
stuff.
is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day.
Worse than the cult? I don't think so.
My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to her, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm
Ambiguous and yet
related
immediate.
to one of the cult members, and I believe him when he says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me.
Do you have any clues
I hope my
as
guests
to where the
are
cult
able to help
members
you
are?
in your search.
Time will tell.
I guess not. Unfortunate. Well, we do still have a few hints. Let's see. P for the cult menu. Because we still know, like, where these two are. We could kill them. This guy's too high level. But we could kill these two. We already got that guy. Then there's these two. It's just these two are completely, you know, not great. Because, I mean, a quarry and a slave operation. Also, it implies that the quarry is in Attica. But it doesn't straight up say that. Because you could read it as, you know, a quarry and a slave operation in Attica. Or just a quarry and a slave operation in Attica. Maybe it's a quarry somewhere else. I don't know. But the slave operation is definitely here in Attica. Which would... World map unavailable, apparently. Okay. Leave the symposium. Okay, sure. I can do that. Felicitations.
You look tired.
I am.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See?
Not a fan of talking.
You didn't need
you
the
know?
weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
Probably
There's
Corinthia
a woman in
first.
Corinth I'd like to talk to.
I've heard about that place from Alcibiades. He says you don't go there to talk.
Alcibiades says a lot of things.
He sure does.
Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia about Kefalonia. What is it?
I still need to go
She
back
said
there.
there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I still
I
need to go
knew I
back
could
there and
count
figure
on
that
you.
out. See if Marcos is still doing fine. Do we have our weapons back? I mean, I'm sure that I could beat people up even without my weapons, but it does feel better to have them on me.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I wonder if there are
I'll see
any
you soon,
cult
Phoebe.
members on Kefalonia. I mean, it's a small island, but
Bye, Cassandra!
I don't know. There's a fancy statue. Oh, cultist clue. Where did we get that from? An Attica Fort Polemarch knows the cultist. Find him or continue your odyssey. Okay. Well, I don't know how we got that exactly, but a Polemarch in Attica. Where would that even be? I mean, there's several places. It said Spartan, right? Well, it doesn't really specify that, but I think those are Spartan units. But they might be on both sides. So, fort... We already cleared out most of the forts around here. But not all of them. Such as there's one here, it's a military camp. There's a fort there, that was an Athenian fort. There's something here that just looks like a town. So I guess we're gonna clear out this camp, this fort, and just look for a Polemarch in those. There's also a camp down here. And we're probably only gonna fight enemy like places that are like actually have Polemarchs in them. So interesting. It didn't do the circle thing around the mouse icon when I was charging up the fast travel. It's a bit odd. So let's see if there's any Polemarchs here. Oh, we leveled up. Nice. And you know, I don't really mind too much killing Athenians in this area. Because, you know, in the end, we're on our side, not either side of the war, as we decided. So it probably doesn't matter who owns these forts. I should probably just clear them out either way.
Let's go.
You know, more money, more XP. Always nice. And, you know, it'd be boring to show up to the forts and then just leave them be if there's not a Polemarch in them. So let's head down that direction. And this is only a camp. It did specify a fort, but I've seen these guys in numerous different, you know, fortified structures, including the military camps. So I'm going to assume... Hi, Lion. How's it going? Alright. Let's hide in a bush and throw the burb out to see what's going on here. Oh, they're fighting someone already. That's a captain, I think. Captain. Nobody's at the gate for some reason. I mean, I guess they're fighting an aminal. I guess it might clear out the fort for me. Yeah, I think that's everybody. Oh, and they got the animal. Okay. Well, time to get in there. Think I can go over these walls? Usually they don't let me climb over anything that's somewhat spiky.
Should be extra careful in
So we
this
probably
area.
need to go through the main gate. Who knew that sharp sticks that you put in the ground are more secure than a entire giant stone wall? It's evidently that is the case. You didn't see anything. Why does the killing animation take so very long? Man, these guys have a lot of health. And evidently my assassination damage has not gone up properly. So there's a guy over there, apparently. There's two captains up there, and there's a mercenary coming in.
Here to collect that bounty.
That's no good. She just kind of showed up out of nowhere. And then she forgot that I existed.
Killing another nest.
You poisoned your own cat. What a fool.
Just die.
Try to get rid of the peanut gallery here real quick.
Even the gods would be impressed by this display.
And I hear another mercenary behind us. They always come in pairs. More than pairs? Oh. How did you get so damaged? Was that from the aminal earlier? I'm not gonna question it. Oh yeah, we let the lion loose. Get him. I don't know how you don't blow yourself up doing that. Alright, well they're kind of on fire. Oh, of course, we got people shooting from up there now. We got a little stuck there. That's no good. You know, they always come in right at like the worst times.
Would have given up by now.
Why is the archer still trying to shoot at like melee range?
Die for this. Do you even know what end of your weapon you hold? Malaka! Someone help!
Alright, we need to get some health going.
Are you still alive?
Am I still alive? Oh. Yeah, apparently the archers do a lot of damage. Yeah, that was a lot of mercenaries to come in right then. And we never even got any sneak attacks on the captains. I mean, one of them got injured a bit from the animal attack, it seemed, but I don't know how he was at such low health. But yeah, that was no good. Oh, and we're back here, of course. Well, let's try to... Oh, why can't we just climb in? Like, how is it that they can just surround the entire camp with these sticks and it makes it impervious to our attack? It doesn't make any sense. Think we could climb up the tower, maybe? Yes, okay. So we can get in from this side. Not that that helps us much. I mean, nobody's even over here now. And additionally, our sneak attacks don't actually kill the enemies here. So...
Who's whistling?
And there's the mercenary. No, the whistle did not come from over there, my man. charge sneak attack takes care of him. Oh, and of course there's enemies that we haven't marked for some reason. They've just appeared out of nowhere, I guess. Alright, but there's that one done. We are going to be hemorrhaging adrenaline as we keep going, because we're going to be, you know...
Someone must be making that noise.
Hey, you get back. This guy's my ordeal.
Hey?
Yeah, you get out of here. Alright, that's those dealt with. Let's sneak around. Oh, he's walking right past us.
Who did that?
Who did that? I don't know.
Hey.
You saw nothing? Yeah, we only have one more sneak attack left in us. And I don't know how we're gonna get adrenaline back after that to fight the other ones. It's probably best to get rid of the peanut gallery first. Alright. Now we have the captains over there. Which we can't really... Oh, and there's this guy. Another guy that we never tagged for some reason. Oh, he's another captain. Oh, great. At least he's an elite unit. I don't know if he's exactly a captain. Alright, he might have been the low health one. Because he didn't need a special assassination. But that gives us enough adrenaline to special assassinate this guy. Probably won't kill him, but close to it. And that actually gets us some adrenaline back. You see nothing? Oh no, what was that? What was that thing over here that you should come investigate in melee?
What are you doing?
What are I doing? I don't know. You tell me. Alright, I think the camp is cleared except for mercenaries. Which he should be coming back in here, it looks like. Maybe he's kind of speed walking. If he comes this way, we can get a... Okay, no, he's just leaving. No, he's going that way. He's just milling about in a circle there. Get over here.
Is someone signaling?
No one's signaling.
What's that?
Well, what's that? I don't know.
I see you, Mistios. Don't step out of line.
You see nothing. Is this stepping out of line by any chance? You've got a lot of HP. Come on then.
I don't have all day. Let's get this over with.
Ow. Yeah, we got all of you poisoned. Man, you just keep attacking. Okay. We got the peanut gallery out of here again. Get the rest of our health back. Get some fire going. No perfect dodges. Okay, but you're on fire now. I can't switch. Okay, he's on fire now too. That was on accident, but it worked out well. Really trying to shoot. Did you just hit him with a fire arrow?
You call yourself a fighter?
And he pretty much catches them on fire. It's a team effort, really. Me and this guy fighting against her. No thank you. Oh, come on, dude. She was coming at me with an easily blockable thing, and you just had to get right in the way, didn't you? I can't really turn my attention to her because there we go. The system for turning your attention to other units is very clunky in this. You know, in Dark Souls, it's just you move your mouse in the direction of the other person. Here, you need to use the scroll wheel and just hope that the game recognizes who you're trying to switch your attention to. Usually it doesn't. It's usually easiest to just... Really, dude? You're just bombing yourself to try to get me? And he's spamming the bomb, too. Luckily, spears have a pretty straightforward moveset, usually. That's what I'm saying. These guys are the ones that are taking forever to die.
You're just making this more fun. Most would have given up.
And you're poisoned? Okay. And you're pretty easy to dodge so long as you're the only person I'm fighting. Stay at full health here. I could also try to parry. Was that an explosive poison arrow? Now catch on fire. Ow. Yeah, she's very enraged. That makes it hard to fight her. There we go. Shinies. Oh, confirm kill. I mean, I killed her. I think that's confirmed enough. But alright. Very shiny. Good. Give me the loot. So, we can safely say that the Potomark is not here. Okay, that did get it. I was gonna say, if that didn't actually break the thing, I would be very upset. Alright, but that's the whole camp. So let's head to the fort next. which would be approximately up this direction. Not too far away, luckily. Is my horse still out here? No.
Let's go.
Come on, horse. Should probably stick to the road, just because that makes it faster, I guess. And then I have to be dodging a bunch of... Why is the game freezing? Why is the game black screening? Ah, the game has crashed. Okay, good. Oh no, it crashed. It literally just pops up an oh no, it crashed thing. A little notification. Yeah, I do not care. Launch the game again, I guess. Interesting. I think that's the first time this game has crashed throughout the time that we've been playing it. So it will go to be right back, I suppose, until this is back. Cause yeah, that's weird. I hope that it actually saved me killing those mercenaries because that took a long time. They give those guys so much health. I don't know why. Unless maybe I was using the wrong weapon and it was just doing very little damage, but I don't think that's the case. And then it's gonna go through its whole thingamawhatsit and all the opening credits and all warnings and other such things, and then it's gonna pop this up and then it's gonna have to load. But all in all, it doesn't take that long to boot up. But I don't know why right when I got on the horse and just started moving, it decided to break. That's a bit weird. But at least we have a heading when it comes to the cultists, because it said the Fort Potomark in Attica. And that fort is kind of the last fort that I know of. Alright, continue. Hopefully it auto-saved pretty close to where we were. I mean, usually it auto-saves rather often, and, you know, like when we died in the fort, it just popped us right outside the fort. So it usually is pretty good at auto-saving before and after major fights and stuff. So, we'll see. We can probably go back to game now. Have it actually... Yeah, there we go. We're at a loading screen. It's very exciting, I know. Let's see where it puts us. Ah, yes. Very good.
They'll be on high alert here.
Now, we do exactly the same thing we did last time, which is call the horse. Get on the horse. And hope it doesn't crash when I ride over these rocks. Hey, we're slightly further than we were last time, and it hasn't crashed, so I take that as a win. Oh yeah, we have a skill thing to put in. That's good. So I think it said... Where is it? Was it this? Yeah, an additional melee ability wheel for warrior and assassin abilities. I think once we get that, that'll be very good, because then we could use like slow time and stuff like that on top of our main abilities. That's an ability as well. We need more passives. We have pretty much all the passives though. We could increase the duration of our poison. We could chain this more times and have it do more assassin damage, which would actually be really good, because some enemies are becoming impossible to hit, like kill with full assassin damage. So we'll go with this and get that going up a bit. This we might also upgrade a bit later, just because once again, sometimes 100 or 200% assassin damage just isn't cutting it. Which is unfortunate. I think we need to up our assassin damage. I mean, we do a lot of fighting, but the fighting can take a while, and it's fine. Whereas with assassin damage, you kind of need to kill them in one hit, or else you're kind of just screwed. Because the second you don't kill them in one hit, you end up, you know, then needing warrior damage, because you've then started a brawl. Unless you, like, retreat and hide again, but... Hi, cat. Hey, dude, you like cats? I hope you do. See ya. Alright, horse, why you moving so slow? Is it because it's raining? You're supposed to drive slow in the rain? No, I think we were just close to a town or something. Alright, but the fort should be right over this way. And then we'll clear it out. Hopefully there'll be a polemark there.
Let's go.
Oh, does my horse not take fall damage either now? That would actually be huge. Well, let's get off the horse. Sneak up to the fort with the precision. Ah, polemark.
I should be extra careful in this area.
I should probably go back down and hide. There we are. So we can use our burb without being seen. Now, where is this guy that I've heard so much about? There he is. And it looks like his loot is a clue to cultists' whereabouts. Alright, we'll just... It's very hard to see when we're this low to the ground, because then our view just zooms in entirely on one roof. That's a lot of guys. What else is here? There we go. And there's something out here for some reason. Alright. It looks like it's everything. What about soldiers? Still a couple soldiers to be gotten. And they do have a brazier, so if we end up brawling here, they're going to call in reinforcements, it seems. Is that a cave up there? Interesting. But yeah, quite a few enemies. We'll need to whittle down their numbers before starting a brawl, preferably. Alright, but that should be most of them. Hopefully, we're able to actually... You think we'd be able to kill this guy with stealth damage? Probably not, right? Yeah, no, we aren't. Can you go down? Okay, you're gonna go all the way down. I don't know how to hang on a ledge. So we're gonna try to take out the normal guys before sneak attacking the captains, because we don't want to put people on high alert immediately. Though we're probably going to anyway. There we go and hide. Somehow that guy didn't see us. Alright, up here looks safe. He seems a little suspicious that somebody, you know, left their weapons on the ground there. But luckily there's no body for him to be suspicious of. But yeah, it took a critical assassination to kill that guy. So that's a problem. I wonder if that's the wrong one. If I switch in my inventory over to more assassin damage oriented things, if that would help. Let's see, a bow. We have a lot of things that do hunter damage. You do warrior damage and all damage. Do any of these do assassin damage? You do. So I think 6% is the best we're gonna get. Unfortunate. Well, we're gonna switch to a all assassin damage build. That's 6%, 7%, 9%. Let's go with that. Just so that we can get that assassin damage hopefully high enough that we're able to, yeah, once again, 9% on that. I mean, it's lower level armor, but the percentages don't lie. 10%. Yes, please. So now we're up to 16,888. That's a good. And with weapons, let's see, which one of these gives the most assassination damage? It's 8%, 6%, 6, 7. So far, the high level dagger is the best. 6%. And we might have to switch all of this to warrior damage if we get into a brawl. But that's fine. I wonder if there's, yeah, there's loadouts. So we're gonna go and set everything to max assassin damage. Oh, that's much better damage. Well, it's much better damage because this is the other weapon from the one that I was using. And then we're gonna up you to anything with assassin damage like that. There we go. You need to be switched to something with assassin damage, though I don't know if you do? Yeah, there's 4%. 7%. There we go. How did that go down? It might be because our main damage went down, but I don't know, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, I guess we might have lost all damage percentages, but not nearly by as much as the assassin damage would go up. Because it used to be... Well, no, I think that went up. Maybe? Because I thought it was 18,888. But I would have remembered if there were 4 8s in a row. So this was probably like 17,888. So this has gone up. Maybe. We'll see. Either way, our other damages are kind of wimpy, but we can unlock a secondary loadout. Let's see. So what is this? Okay, so that's just blank. This is now our stealth loadout. Good. And we'll go to here and select an actual loadout for this. So first of all, we're gonna have this, because it's the highest damage dagger, as one weapon. And then have another one that has the best stats, which is probably this one, right? I mean, this one has poison bonus, but this one does warrior damage and all damage. So we'll have that as our secondary, which technically this is the first one, this is the secondary weapon, but you know, and then this, we'll switch back to probably just the highest damage bow on the second loadout, and then here, it's all just hunter damage, so this gives the warrior damage. This is still like the best one we found, just percentages wise. That's kind of sad. But this one's the best. Which one was I using? Yeah, warrior damage and all damage, that's the one that I was using before. I think that's better than that, percentages wise, even if not armor wise. And we were using this, which actually, is this better? Yes. So we'll switch to that. Let's see, warrior damage, hunter damage, assassin damage. Increased burning duration is pretty nice, but this is much higher armor. So we'll go with the armor. And then that has burning duration, high armor, very high armor, good warrior damage. This is what we were having. Let's put that on. It's good that we leveled up at the same time as messing with all our gear. Let's see, so this is higher damage and plus 3% all damage. Good. Alright, so that's our secondary loadout, which is the normal loadout. So, this is the damage here. And we go here. That goes up by like 3,000 damage. These go down by a significant margin, but that's fine. Let's see. So we want... No. Which one of these do we want? Oh, I think this is the secondary one then? It's hard to tell. Alright. Is that guy free to just kill? Looks like it. And we can kill him without a critical assassination. Good. The plan is working. It turns out that building specifically for maximum assassination damage increases your assassination damage. I never would have guessed that. It is probably the reason why I'm not able to assassinate people in one hit with my regular loadout, is because I've been trying to go for a balanced mix of warrior and assassination damage. And that's just, you know, trying to go with a balanced situation is just for losers, obviously. I don't know how we killed him in one hit. I think there was some white left on his health bar, but we're just gonna ignore that and be happy that we did kill him. A lost key, you say? Lots of weird stuff in those bags. Oh, and this guy's kind of looking this way. I don't know if we can approach him from this angle. We could hit him with 4 if he sees us. Okay. Just barely out of his, you know, area of sight. Good. And all their bodies are just mysteriously disappearing into thin air. Because that's how physics works. Everyone knows it. And we can steal their loot in the middle of attacking the base because it's right here. Where did my view go for a second there? I don't know. Ooh, there's a guy we didn't know about. Let's see, hold down V. There we are. That's very useful. Let's see where this guy's going and try to kill him along the way. Alright, there's that guy down there. But he's kind of in a good position for him. If we went along the wall around behind him, we could get a sneak attack, but maybe that's not the best option for now. Because we need to take out all the regular guys and then work on the captains. Because the captains probably aren't going to be one-shot, even with a critical sneak attack, I don't think. So this is going to turn into a brawl at some point. We just need to control exactly when that happens. All these guys are way too close together. And there's a mercenary coming. Great. Just another person I need to avoid. Let's see, this guy... That guy's moving. Good. If he comes over here... He is coming over here. I can't believe my luck. Alright. Also, there's some guys over here we haven't seen. Like a mercenary and that dude. The obtuse, huh? I don't know why that's, you know, a title you want, but... You know, whatever floats your boat, my guy.
What was that?
Nothing. Maybe you should investigate, but it was nothing.
Huh?
Alright. Good enough. There's another one down. We should kill that guy out there. Because these guys do occasionally move from their stations here to redistribute through the fort. But if we kill the last normal guy out there, then that will hasten it up a bit. Ooh, more loot. Thank you. I wonder if we'd be able to kill a captain with a critical. If not, we'd be starting a big old brawl, though, so we don't want that. Okay, he's moving. That's the polemarch. That's the one we need to kill. In the end. He's going that way. We'd sneak up on this guy, maybe corner him in the building. Oh yeah, we're totally able to get that guy with a critical. I think we could have gotten that guy with a regular, actually. Which is impressive. Is he looking this way? He's looking this way. Alright, he's coming this way. I guess there's something inside this building that everyone wants to check out. No? Let's obliterate this loser. No praying for you. Alright. Who?
I think of you when I spend a drachmi from your bounty.
Alright. The...
Hey, you! I'm here for your bounty.
What? I was pressing the stealth attack button. Man, you are not gonna be killed easily, so, 4, 4, 4. No 4. Okay. How can he throw 7 arrows at once?
I will hunt you down. She's over here.
Still need to be able to sneak attack the other guys. Why do the mercenaries always pop in right at the worst areas? What? I was inside the bush. I really hate when the mercenaries just come in and they can see you inside the bushes for no reason. Why is that animal just wandering into the fort? Alright, so they're not going to be leaving me alone. I need to get to the other side of the fort from them so we can start working on the other guys without all of their interruptions. Because we can't start the fight yet because we still have too many high-profile enemies that are going to take 10 years to try to kill with warrior damage. What? Am I just horrible at stealth all of a sudden? Like one person sees us and all of a sudden we can't hide from anybody?
I'm lighting the signal for help.
You can't hide.
Yeah, we had to take that guy out to get rid of the signal. they're also trying to go light the signal. Right? No? Okay.
Come on! Can you just make this and get paid?
How do they hear that?
There she is!
Hi. Alright, let's leave the fort. What part of leave the fort do you not understand?
Can't catch them! Got you!
If we hide out here, we might be able to get them to relax a bit. I wish it was like a time skip feature where you can just wait a couple in-game hours for them to go back. I mean, there's the meditate, but I don't think we need to go all the way from day to night for them to forget where we are. But waiting in real time is still going to take a little bit. And for some reason, it's like if you aren't seen at all, you can sneak up right behind most enemies and you're fine. But then the second that you're seen by one enemy, even if they were halfway across the fort and they have no way of contacting anyone else in the fort, they still end up seeing you a lot easier if any sort of alarm is raised.
Where'd you go?
There's that guy down there.
Nothing here. Malaka! Don't let them get away! Got it, sir.
So if we, I think, is that the Polemarch? No, that's the Polemarch. So if we're able to sneak in and get this guy, because he's kind of off on his own, that would be good. Of course, he's on his own except for Secret Mercenary number 2, that is just going to pop up out of nowhere and is able to see us no matter what. They tend to do that. Right, so we are right behind this guy. He cannot see us. Of course, it doesn't kill him. And our warrior damage is absolutely horrible, but if we kill him fast enough, then nobody else knows about it. Good. Are you coming back up here? I think you are. Need to move quickly. There we are. Now there's 2 down there. We can't really sneak attack them if there's 2 of them right next to each other. Unless we use our chain sneak attack, but that might take out the little guy, but not the big one. Then it would be a fight between the Polemarch, the mercenary, and the captain there, who'd be injured. Which would be a lot of enemies to deal with. Once again, wish we could just fast forward and, you know, at least we stopped the guy from getting the brazier lit. Because if we could fast forward, then we could wait until these guys spread out a bit. But in real time, they're just going to sit there chatting for 10 hours. Oh, hi. It is forced our hand. Alright. And now, that's the wrong button. If we can, if it lets us, we'll swap to our other loadout. Go to our correct weapon. Oh, hi. Ow. Man, you are hard to block.
I'm on fucking fire!
He is on fire. Glad he noticed. If he hadn't noticed, I would have been like, man, how does this guy not know that he's on fire? Ow. I'll go yell somebody get water right as he's put out.
You will lose your life here.
Of course, she has the big old pole axe weapon. Not my favorite. This guy just won't do regular attacks.
You can't win, Mistios! Get away!
That attack's fine. That attack is not fine.
Last much longer. Still standing. Why don't you just give up? What? No!
Alright, that should be, yeah, the end for him. Dang pole axes. Yeah, you didn't get fire, but you will get poison. Which is probably for the best, because if that thing hits me, it's going to do most of my health and damage, probably. Where are you going? Just hiding up in the corner there? Where are you going? We're literally the only people here fighting. You don't need to, like, back up 10 miles. It's like there's the concept of keeping distance in a fight, but you don't want to keep your enemy outside of your own striking distance, you know? Oh, fire is hot? Oh, I never would have guessed. What other revelations will she have for us? Maybe she'll say, oh, water is wet.
Why don't you
Or perhaps even, oh, would you look at that? The grass is green.
accept your death?
All of these would be great revelations that nobody would have thought of before. You know, such as fire is hot. Alright, a clue. Finally. We've been searching for that clue for the Cult of Cosmos for a long time. And luckily, we have now acquired it. And also, the entire camp is obliterated, so we'll just take out the rest of these supplies and be on our way. Burn it. It really is just easier to just throw the torch. But I wanted to save the torch for the next thing, because I'm going to go right over here and burn this. So I wanted to keep the same torch around for both. And I already grabbed it. Good. And now we have treasure. Is that the treasure? Where's it? There's treasure up there. We have one more to burn. How much did I catch on fire over there? Oh my goodness. Alright then. It wasn't me. When I said how much did I catch on fire, I mean how much did somebody else who looked a lot like me catch on fire? It was not me. I am not some kind of pyromaniac, for sure. That was definitely me. I did that on purpose. Okay. Maybe I'm a pyromaniac. We, you know, the jury's still out on that one. Let's see if we can go up into the window here, because the first floor is kind of on fire. You know, some hooligan caught the entire first floor on fire, so that was sucky of them. Let's see, there's that. That's the big treasure. I think it's the last one. It's not up here. It's up here. There it is. Good. Stole their loot. And give me the XP. Thank you. Now, let's see what this hint gives us. Because it's not the guy we were looking for, but we shall
What is a
see.
leader if he hides behind the walls he built himself? Send me fire, storm, or sickness, but bring me justice for my city.
Alright then. We have that guy, and he's right in the middle of the city. Of course he is. And hopefully he has the clue to the final piece of the puzzle. Oh yeah, we're in a contested area. I forgot that this place stays contested even if you killed every guard in it. There we go. Now we can fast travel. Back to the city. We have some random cult member to kill. Man, it is taking a while though. Because I did all that searching yesterday and came up with nothing. And then today I did that quest just to try to get more information, which I did get. I don't know how. I assumed that I would actually get, you know, some information from a guy, but I didn't. I just walked out of the house and then I guess found a clue to the next cult member on the ground or something. I don't know. But that did help, because then I just needed to go and clear out forts until I found the proper clue. And here we are. Now, if this guy drops us a clue, we can get the final member, and that will be delightful. Where's the... That's over there. Once again, I always see it like the second that I open my map. Hello. Excusez-moi. Parlez-vous français? They probably do not speak French, I would assume. I mean, we're in ancient Greece. Yeah, diving at that height, once again, not advised. It's still weird that the background characters all speak what I assume is Greek, but then everyone we talk to is speaking English. Seems a little odd. I honestly would not mind if all the characters in the game spoke Greek and it was just subtitles for all of it. That would not be bad. That would be a lot more authentic, at least. Is this place locked down by any chance? Seems like it will be. Alright. Let's get our burb in there. But we're allowed to kill these guys because they're protecting a cult member. And that's not okay. Or maybe we just get in, assassinate the cult member, and get out with without anyone seeing us. That could also be a good thing. But that seems a lot harder to do. A lot of people down there too. Okay. But we're not here for them. Apparently we went far enough to warrant a loading screen to come back. Alright. So how... If we can get up on top of the temple, we would be in a good position.
I should try to stay out of sight.
But getting up on top of the temple is no easy thing to do. You guys won't cause a fuss, right? Gonna sneak right by you. Cause yeah, getting... Where are you going? But why did you jump off? I just wanted you to stop on the wall. Thank you. Yeah, it's really easy to say, oh, we'll just waltz on in there and get in without anyone seeing. It's a whole nother matter to actually do it. We could knock this guy out and that would give us an opening. Stealthy. Alright. Now we need to get inside to get to that guy. Actually, he's right here. Nobody see me? Nobody see me? I'm behind a pillar. You see nothing. Confirm kill.
I'm coming for all of you.
You're not coming for anybody. Bye-bye. You saw nothing? You know nothing? All is well. Don't shoot the civilians, please. That's much more paperwork for me. But that went well. You know, you knock out one guard, kill the target, grab his loot, and skedaddle. Alright. Now, did he give us another thingamawhat's-it? He did not. What did he give us then? Because he gave us like a little stone tablet or something. Is it this? Well, we got one of the artifact pieces. So that's good. We have a lot of mercenary clues. So, that doesn't give us very much to go off of. Because now we've killed 4 out of 5 for the quest. That leaves you still completely ambiguous. Do we know anything about you? Oh, we got one of these. Okay. So that's information about her. And we actually get a really good dagger if we kill her. That would be very nice. So we really want to do that. But we need that last piece. But where do we find this guy? Where's the slave operation in Attica? Help people nearby. I guess we just do more quests in Attica and eventually it'll give us a thing. Oh hey, a quest right next to us. Ain't that convenient? Literally 40 meters away. Sure. I don't mind all the mercenaries coming after me.
May work on others, Socrates, but not on me.
I don't speak in circles or any
Oh,
other
hi.
shape. You answered one of my questions and that brought another to mind.
You see nothing? Why am I on the side of the... Thank you.
What a shameful thing.
Oh, this is a nice roof. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. That's the wrong button. We need a counter. We need like a little counter somewhere of how many times I have accidentally pressed escape instead of tab. So we're gonna switch back to our this loadout. And then we're gonna crit assassinate her when she comes out from under this roof. And then we're gonna switch back to the warrior damage loadout and fight. It's brilliant. Oh, hi. That's escape. Sorry, wrong button. Time out. Back to regular. There we are. We have the correct one on. That's good. You can't heal. What's that about? Yes, evidently she can. How do you like fire? Okay, now you're both on fire. Good. I couldn't tell that she was red because she was on fire. I remember back when I used to use an axe. It did not work out very well. Alright, come at me, bro. Ow. It just flipped me. How did that... Oh, I'm in the pool now. Once I get that shiny new... Ow. We dodged it. I didn't think we were gonna dodge that. But once we get our shiny new dagger and armor, life will be good. Also, I love how Socrates is just sitting over there watching us kill a bunch of people. You know, he's not even watching us. He's just talking with the other guy. They're just like, man, I hope what's going on over there doesn't interrupt our conversation. Hard to dodge those axes. They're so slow. Not supposed to use your Estus. You're also trying to involve civilians in your matter, which is not good. That's a bad practice. Get some fire going. Maybe they'll tell us the obvious. No, they're just panicking. And they just die. Okay. Thank you for the loot. Where's the other one? Where did I kill the other one? Oh, they were in here. Okay, thank you. Alright, sorry about that, Socrates. I was just killing some people.
I knew you'd change
Oh,
your
hi,
mind after turning me
Asterion.
down.
How's it going?
Unfortunately, love must wait a little longer.
Whatever you say.
I hate to cut our conversation short, Socrates, but I believe you've talked enough for the both of us.
He tends to do that.
We must find another use for that mouth of yours.
Speak to him long enough, and you may find the smallest hint of knowledge veiled deep behind his enthusiastic advances.
A compliment and an insult in the same sentence. He truly is gifted. You've arrived at the perfect time. I have a friend named Sophanes who wants to become an Athenian citizen, but he needs a bit of help.
How so?
Your help.
I mean, yeah, sure. What do you need?
I can't wait to hear why it's my help he needs.
Any Mystios would do, really, but you're my favorite. All you need to do is sign my friend's name on a little list.
How am I his favorite? That concerns me, but okay. Yeah, why am I your favorite?
I didn't realize you had a list of mercenaries you favor. And I'm at the top?
Of course you are. Although, if you ask nicely, I would happily let you be on the bottom.
This guy. Dang it, Asterion. Get out of here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean...
This sounds simple.
Let's just do it.
Now tell me why it isn't.
There's this small matter that you'll have to enter the Metroon, where you're not allowed, and forge his name well enough, of course.
So he's trying to become a citizen illegally. You should have led with that.
I mean, I think that was
I'll try
kind
to
of
remember
implied.
that next time. The building you're looking for is near the Agora. Be safe.
Okay. Well, apparently that won't be a problem for me. I am a little, wanted around here. Because I did just break into a place and kill an important guy who was part of a cult. So the guards are probably going to attack me on sight still, but that's fine. We'll go to this macaroon and
Could be trouble if I'm spotted here.
forge a name. That should be fun. And hopefully we get some cultist information. Oh, hi. What kind of guards see someone accidentally walk into a restricted area and then yells, "Die!" Like, that does not seem like guard-like behavior. I'm just saying. But alright, there's those two. We figured that out. And there's one guy inside. Is that it? Looks to be it. Alright. Easy enough. Just knock this guy out real quick.
There. His name's been signed. Time to get back to Alcibiades.
Alright, we're good. We need to get back to the guy. Yeah, he's over that direction. If only we could fly, like our eagle does. That'd make life a lot easier to get between point A and point B in the middle of the city. Hey, look, it's a Asterion, I think. Right? Big bull guy. It's the other Asterion. Of course, the guy's name isn't actually Asterion, but, you know. He just looks and sounds so much like him. I don't know. He kind of acts like him. I mean, Asterion was always kind of a horny mess. But he's a lot more low-key than this guy is.
My favorite Misthios returns.
And
yeah,
with
and
good news.
no one died.
My favorite kind. You did it then?
Of course I did. Sophanis' name is now on the citizen list.
Perfect. I knew you were the right Misthios for the job.
Okay, good. Maybe, cult tip? Maybe? No? You have another
Now
job?
that you forged my friend's name on the citizens list, there's one more thing that needs to be done.
What might that be? I'm not gonna say that.
Next time you want me to do two things, tell me both at the same time.
The second is dependent on the first. I needed to know it was complete. I didn't expect you to get so upset about it.
Just tell me what you need.
Unfortunately, getting Sophanis' name on the list doesn't make him a citizen. He also needs a witness who can validate his citizenship.
So you want me to be the witness?
If only it were that easy. No, there's someone I have in mind. An extremely handsome man by the name of Peros.
Alright, sure.
I'll find your handsome witness.
Perfect. I knew you'd be willing to help.
Time to find Peros.
He's often around the Justice Building on the east side of the Agora.
And I just ask him to help?
Peros needs to say that the parents of Sophanis were both Athenian. How you get him to do it is up to you.
Of course, there's always a catch, isn't there? North of the Athens Mint. Where would that be exactly? Athens Mint. North of it there, I guess. I think that's the Agora. So there. Alright. Let's head that direction then. That's this way. Which is good because all the guards in this area want me dead. So heading kind of up and around it would be good. I'm close to my target already.
The witness. There you are.
Alright, good thing my bird has magic powers and can just see him from 10 miles away. I guess it was only 100 meters away, but you know. That's still a long ways away. I mean, a meter is a decent distance. Felicitations, Malefactor.
You tell Theon I'm not giving him anymore. If he wants to talk to me, he can come himself.
I don't know who
I'm
that
not
is.
here about debts.
Well, what do you want then?
There's something I need your help with. Well, you'd actually be helping someone else.
That someone sent you tells me it's something I'd be better off avoiding.
True.
You just need to validate a man's citizenship. Alcibiades said it's an easy role for you to play.
Ah, Alcibiades. He's persistent. And who is this man I meant to help?
His name is Sophanes.
Sophanis. I know that name well. I won't help you though, not for him.
I don't know him. Why don't you want to help?
Yeah, what's the problem here, my man?
Prometheus never get all the information up front. Sophanis betrayed his men for Drachmi. He deserves death, not citizenship. Ah, look, it isn't your fault. You didn't know, but now you do.
How about this? You give him citizenship, and then you hire me to kill him. Huh? See, I get 2 jobs done. We get the citizenship. He's happy. He pays me. And then you pay me to kill him. Then you're happy. It's a win-win. As in, I win, and you win, and everyone else loses. But that's just... I mean, I have plenty of money, but I don't think this is going to work. But we'll
Sounds
go
like
with that anyway.
Vion may be sending someone to collect from you. Wouldn't it be nice to have the drachmi you need?
Fine. I'll do what you want.
Okay. Easy enough. I mean, that was relatively really cheap. So, back to good old Asterion. You know, out of everybody that we would be doing quests for, I think that I would prefer pretty much anyone else. The only... Oh, hi. My death will not pay well. You have been misled. We're fine.
Can't see them. You don't stand a chance. I just won't let you go. Just another job.
Get wrecked. Loser. What are you doing in the bush over there?
Just enough life to take you to Hades with me.
Come on, then. You are rather resilient, but not nearly enough. Come at me, bro.
I need water.
You do need water. Thank you for noticing. And you're dead. Not that resilient. Oh, he got the sickle blade. That did look pretty cool. Alright. Let's just go up this way. Hey, dude, I did what you wanted.
You've returned.
I have.
Socrates too, it seems.
Much like you, he just can't seem to stay away. I hope there were no issues.
Yes, he just needed a little push.
Yes,
I
indeed.
was worried about that. Well, you did the right thing.
Sure I did. Yeah, let's just move on.
So it is. I'll let Sophanis know what happened.
It's not my
Do
place to
bad
question
citizens
things.
do harm to their neighbors and good citizens good? Is it possible to tell if someone will be good or bad without first giving them a chance?
Well, it is true, people can change. However, there is also indications as to whether or not it will be more or less likely that they will be good.
Person isn't the same forever. Someone bad can become good.
But is the inverse not also true?
That's also
Someone
very true.
considered good can then become bad? How can we predict someone's actions now, let alone in the future?
Well, you can't. You can estimate and make assumptions and, you know, educated guesses, but you can't really predict it.
We can't. One thing I've learned is people are unpredictable. It's what makes my job so hard sometimes.
If what you say is true, we can either hope we are right and that people will be good, or limit the risk by not giving people like Sophanis a chance. I wonder then if bad actions can reverse good or good actions can reverse bad. Perhaps we can speak on that another time.
Thank the gods.
He definitely seems to play both sides of every conversation. I don't know how he does that, but he literally like poses the question and then gives an opinion on it and then listens to my opinion on it and then reverses his opinion to say the opposite right at the end of the conversation. Like, he kind of... I don't know. I mean, it's a good way of speaking because it kind of becomes that you pose the question and you're the devil's advocate all simultaneously, and it makes for good conversation making and philosophizing, but certainly it can be a little confusing. So that did not give us the thing, but apparently he needs help down here, so we can just run there. No need for loading screens. So we'll just run down this way. Our horse would probably be slower. Maybe. Or at least more dangerous. Because, you know, you don't want to run people over. So we'll need to head down here, and then there'll be a big gate. I think it's right there. And then we go through the gate to the port, and he's like right at the entrance of the port. I'm just glad the chickens aren't attacking us on sight now. Because anyone who's played Skyrim knows if you decide to attack the chickens, it's like social suicide. Like, everyone's just gonna hate you for the rest of your life if you even look at a chicken wrong. Alright, Mr. Talking Man has another job for me. Do you happen to have any cultist clues this time? I would like them. Because I need to find this last guy.
That's a nice horse, Socrates.
That is a nice horse.
It's a very nice horse. A sturdy horse. It's also a stolen horse.
I didn't take you as a thief? Exactly.
Socrates the horse thief. I can almost hear the stories they'll tell. Aristophanes will love this.
Unfortunately, those stories would be entirely fabricated. Although, I would like to see if you believe the story should still be told once you know the truth.
What story is that?
There is a man nearby who is responsible for stealing the horse. I've been contemplating the proper course of action, but I'd like to know what you think is right.
Well, who did he steal the horse from?
And how should I make my decision?
Your thoughts are your own, but speaking to the thief himself may help you decide. Can such a crime be justified? It's an interesting thought.
Where is the thief now?
I told him to wait by the stable southwest of here.
If you caught him stealing a horse, what's to say he won't just run away?
The hope of keeping the horse. That's where you come in. I'll let him tell you the rest.
I mean, there are several situations where stealing a horse would be a justifiable crime, such as if you were... I would say if you were in, like, mortal peril running away from something, in the ancient world, of course, then stealing a horse would be a justifiable crime so long as you would possibly return it, you know? Because if you need to be able to move quickly to survive, then a horse would let you do that. And it would be justifiable to borrow it without permission in order to, you know, save your own skin. Additionally, if the person you were stealing the horse from was kind of a jerk, then you could say that it was justifiable to take it due to that, or possibly if they owed you a debt that they were not paying back and there was nothing you could do legally about it, you could take the horse to settle the debt. And in that way, I would say that it would be justifiable.
I need to be careful.
Which way can I go in here without it attacking me? I don't think I can. So I would say there's many ways in which it can be justifiable to steal a horse. Not legal, but justifiable. Why is this guy inside of a restricted area again? Why do they always do this to me? And he's just standing there. What, am I supposed to kill all the guards around him and then talk to him? Like, I don't think he'd like that.
That's the thief. You won't escape.
Okay, he's running off. Good. Why they're not stopping him, I don't know. Alright, but we'll head out of the restricted area here. Excuse me, pardon me. Alright, he's running off in that direction. But he's still inside the area, it looks like. He's just hiding behind the guards. Okay, he's outside the area now. Let's keep moving. Try to cut through this guy's house to make some distance. Alright, he's been cornered over here. How's it going?
Are you the one who stole the horse? Socrates said I should talk to you.
Bad enough being caught, but to have a Misthios judge me...
Better than an Athenian guard. Anything to say?
The man I stole it from won't even miss it. He has plenty of others, while my only horse died last week.
That's not justification.
If I had a drachmi to buy a new one, I would have.
Well...
Did you steal the horse to use it, or sell it?
I have a family to feed, and this horse will help me on the farm. Plus, I have no other way of traveling right now.
There's no other option?
Not that I could think of. Trust me, I feel shame for what I did.
I mean, I suppose, in this case, if he and his family are at risk of, you know, extreme poverty, starvation, other such things, then it might be justifiable in that, you know, that would become a lethal thing eventually if you can't sustain your farm and you end up starving to death. So that's certainly a part of it, but it depends on who he stole it from. Because, I mean, if, as I said, if it was kind of a jerk and it was someone who wouldn't miss it, it's like he already has like 100 horses and this guy just took one and skedaddled, then it could be justifiable in that case. But we don't know who he stole it from, because it might be a good person, and that would be not good.
Horse? It was the easiest one to take. Other than that, not really. Though, I did make sure it wasn't his best horse.
A courteous thief.
He does have courtesy.
I didn't steal it for fun. I did it because I had no other choice.
I have enough information to make a decision.
I hope you can understand. Wouldn't you do the same if it was your family?
Alright, now we go talk to Socrates. This is probably not the optimal route. I don't know why I decided to come up here. I guess roads are overrated. Excuse me, pardon me. And he's just still sitting over there pacing next to the horse. How did this even happen? Like, how did he see the guy steal the horse? Why is the horse just sitting here when it's not tied to anything? I don't know.
Have you decided what should be done?
I mean, we still have some information that is missing, like Was it a good person that he stole from, or was it kind of a jerk that he stole it from? I'm not sure, but need outweighs greed in the end, in my mind. So if this guy actually needs the horse to be able to tend his farm and feed his family, then I would say that it would be better for him to keep the horse than to return it to the guy who it belongs to, just because the guy who it belongs to, allegedly, is wealthy enough to afford to lose a horse. So,
If he needs the horse more than the man he stole it from,
exactly.
let him keep it. It'll do him more good.
So, determining whether a crime deserves a consequence or reward is dependent on the reasons behind it? An
In some
intriguing
cases, yes.
thought, although I can see how dangerous such thinking might be.
The real question is whether my decision matters at all, or if this was just another test to see what I would do.
There is a good chance it is both, but an equally good chance it is neither.
That says nothing.
Now you're not making sense on purpose.
Yeah.
Let me ask you one more thing. If one man kills another in order to save many, can his actions be considered just? Or should the man be punished?
Well, once again, it depends on nuance, but I would say that, such as even in an instance of self-defense, killing one to preserve one's own life is justifiable. I mean, self-defense is a very easy thing in court to, I mean, not super easy, but comparatively, it's an easy thing to get away with in a court setting. And that's one man's life for just one other person, yourself. So I would say, in the case of killing one to defend many, such as if there was a shooting and you were to gun down the shooter, that would be justified, because the shooting would, in that case, be risking numerous lives, whereas if you take down the one that is causing it, that would be justified. So I would say the actions are just, given the information that he has given
If
me.
the action was for a good reason, then he is in the right.
So, in times like these, people like us get to determine the law. Many would believe a murder still deserves consequence.
The people whose lives were saved would disagree.
Then perhaps making choices that affect the most people for good is a correct path. Wouldn't you agree?
Are we done
Generally,
yet?
yes.
I can't stay here all day.
Of course you can't. It's a luxury few can afford. Even those with the time for it often lack the mental capacity for such things.
Okay.
Okay, indeed. So yeah, and I would definitely say that you still need to have a justice system, which is why, you know, you can't leave determining justice simply up to, you know, people's own choices, but you also need to take into account, yeah, we're gonna get this, you know, whether or not to actually bring someone to the authorities when it comes to those things. Upgrade available. Oh, do I have to go back to the... Do I have to go back to the same place again? Or do I need to find a new place every time I want to upgrade this? I don't know. But alright, well, I think we can teleport here, even though there's a mercenary coming. We still don't have that final clue. Well, there's that up there, so we'll target that. But we need to go back to Andros and go to the Ancient Forge, I think. Because, I mean, if I assumed we needed one extra forge, like a new spot, every time we upgraded the spear. And that wouldn't be too hard, because as far as I've seen, it only goes up to, like, spear level 6. That's the highest I've seen anything request for it, so it wouldn't be that hard to just have, like, 6 forges throughout the world. But maybe it's just the same one every time. We'll see. It's a very scenic area here. Show nearby quest. Which one is that? Upgrade the spear. That's what I'm trying to do. But if this gives me another wheel of abilities.
Forge activated. Synchronizing.
Oh, is it because I've been getting more of the Doritos?
Contact engaged.
That might be it. Alright. Dorito power activate. Maybe I can upgrade it again. Go. No. Probably not. Let me get you. Yeah, spear level 3. Ah, but we do have 2 of these things. And we can swap between them. So that means I would assume that we would want to put you on 4 here. And we'll have like a stealth page and a non-stealth page. I don't know how I'm going to switch between them. Is that how I switch between them in the game too? Yes. Okay. That's not bad. So we can have our combat page and our stealth page. And that'll be good. And then of course we have the ranged abilities, which we haven't been using. Can we teleport from here? Yes, looks like it. So, we're going up to here because we need to do more quests in Attica to find the cult member clues. And I mean, we've already looked high and low for this guy. I don't think we're finding him without an extra clue, so we don't really have any choice but to just keep doing the quests in Attica until it reveals itself. Because, yeah, it's just too hidden. We're not going to be finding it anytime soon. We've already checked all the quarries. So where are we going? This way. There's loot. Give me the rock. Alright. We can probably get the horsey, even though that isn't super far away. Still worth it to speed up a little bit for most of the journey. And we're here. Isn't this where the healer guy was?
Cassandra, by the gods, is that you?
No.
By the gods, Aitor, is that you? You look... you look old, my friend.
When was the last time I saw you? Kefalonia. That
Well, of course.
job for Marcos. Remember?
I was there for a long
we
time.
ended up back to back, surrounded by angry pirates.
That was your fault. We're not gonna
Though,
blame
as
anyone.
I recall, I had your back.
Polish your memories like you would your armor, and they'll make much better tales.
I'd heard rumors you'd settled down in Attica. Always thought you'd die with a blade in your hand, not open up a shop.
The blade I always thought I'd take with me is missing. I could use your help, if you're willing to assist an old friend.
You mean Arpi? You loved that blade.
Wait.
Some Malacca's commander came
Hold
in
on.
here demanding I fix his fucking twig. When I couldn't, he said I was obligated to provide a new one. And
I
the
already
one he wanted
I
was
already
hanging
have
on my wall.
that one. Yeah, I'll get your blade, wing.
I'll get Arpi back for you.
Don't do anything stupid. I just want her back.
Hey, you know me.
That's why I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'll get your sword for you. It'll take a long time and be very dangerous. You better pay well, wing.
I should be going.
Remember, we don't want trouble. Just sneak in and take it. You're still good at that, right?
I won't lower myself to answer that. This is Arpi, all right? No mistaking this blade.
Yep. Because earlier, that's the wrong button. Again. Earlier I had found, randomly, in one of those forts, just a sword. This. And I didn't even know what to do with it. And then all of a sudden, he's talking about this sword, and it's literally in my back pocket. It's like, alright then. Hey, no, I need to... I'm totally gone. Totally gone for a long period of time. It's a very difficult quest. I almost died. Okay, I'm back. Here's your
Glad you're
sword.
back safely. Did you get my RP?
Yeah, it was very difficult. Very, very difficult. I almost didn't do it. I probably died like 5 or 6 times, but you know,
Yes,
I got
I
it.
found that.
Good. And what
Now
of
give me
that
all
Attacker's commander?
the money.
He didn't survive our encounter.
You are a true friend.
I have a feeling there's more to the story of Arby's disappearance than you're letting on.
What? Come now. You've always had such a suspicious mind.
Well, I
Still
do,
seeing
but
conspiracies everywhere, are we?
you know.
You've done me a great favor here. Let's not sour the celebration.
Okay.
Itor, you had my back and taught me so much on Kefalonia. Don't worry about the drachmi you promised.
Yeah,
Consider
don't
the
worry
favor
about it.
repaid.
We're fine.
You've grown into a fine woman, Cassandra. A better mercenary, with both a strong arm and a kind heart, would be hard to find.
Sometimes too kind.
Yeah, that's true.
Just don't tell anyone. Can't have people thinking I'm weak.
No, of course. A Misthios reputation is everything. Even if I don't swing her anymore, I'm glad to have Arpi back.
Take care of yourself, Itor, and try not to lose anything else.
Alright. Do you happen to have a cultist, you know, hint for me? No? Oh, we have another quest. What do you need now?
Itor.
It's been a long
My
time.
friend, I'm so glad you're here.
It
I know
apparently
that
has
look.
been a long time.
If you need a favor, just tell me.
Well, yes. A small one. A mercenary and old friend of mine has gotten himself captured.
So you'd like me to free him?
Sadly, I'm no longer able to do these things myself. Otherwise, I wouldn't ask.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Why
I'll
not?
do it.
Thank you, my friend. Once you rescue him, take him to the beach. I've left a boat there for him to escape.
Is it gonna be in the prison in
Tell me where to look for him.
Athens?
He's in a military camp.
Okay, no, that's
just
good.
north of here.
I was gonna say, that would be a lot harder.
Time to go get your friend.
I'm not gonna ask why rescue him, like, seems a little rude. See, is that this? No. This building the Ramnus. Is it this one? Oh. Well, we've already cleared that one, so, that's good. Let's go clear it again. And it was a pretty small camp. The only difficulty of that one was the 2 mercenaries that came to kill us while we were there. Alright, so let's head that direction. Should be easy enough. And luckily we take no fall damage, I think, even on our horse. So we don't have to worry about anything.
Spotted.
We can just have our horse jumping off mountains and they'll be fine. Lions can still cause issues, though. Let's see. Yeah, it's just perfectly alright. I don't know how that works, but I'm fine with it. Alright, horsey. We're gonna hide in a bush here and get our burb to check out the
There
camp.
he is.
And yep, they've repopulated again, and there's more animals attacking the camp. Why does this camp always have animals attacking it? Okay, but I don't see anybody else. Yeah, looks like that's everyone. Doesn't seem too bad. Alright, let's use our stealth ability page here. So there's only 2 entrances to this place, really. The towers or the main gate? I'm guessing the tower over here might be our best option. Like, hit the tower, go down into the wall, get that guy, then that guy. If they, you know, don't cause us issues. We will have to walk, like, right under this guy to get there. But there's a wall in the way, so... yeah, we're fine. So as long as nobody moves, we should be golden. Climb up behind the banner so no one can see us. It's brilliant. If that guy's moving, it's probably fine. Oh, that guy's not moving. It's probably fine. I see nothing. There's not even a corpse. What are you mad about? Nobody's getting away. Nobody's even here. Actually, that's the wrong button. You see nothing. I want to switch to my stealth loadout. You see nothing. There nobody is. I think you're going crazy. You're seeing things.
I'll still find you.
You won't find anything. Oh boy. History's repeating itself.
Let's search every inch of this place. Right.
Specifically that one corner right there. It's very important to check it. Oh, now he's going up. Okay. They'll forget about us in a moment.
What do you see? Nothing at all. I want them found. They can't hide, sir.
I can't hide, huh? Well, what am I doing right now? Don't go down the ladder.
How could you let her get away? Idiot.
Yeah, how could you?
Damned Mistios. I have marked the dog for death.
What does that even mean? It's a cool one-liner, but that's all that it is. There we go. And of course the mercenary's coming over here to see what the hullabaloo is about. You see nothing. It's fine. All is well. Alright, so there's that guy. He's kind of stuck. Okay, he's gotten unstuck. That's good for me. But you turn around there. That's fine.
Might be nothing, but I have to check.
It's nothing. But for you, it is something.
What?
But for you, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't come over here. You're fine. No, okay, you're fine. You're leaving. Good. Good. Alright. All's well. Now I just need to kill the dude, the white number. Or I guess they all have white numbers, but the white bordered number. And then we kill the captain guy, or I guess that can happen in either order. Because captain guy is now coming closer to us. And then we get a sneak attack on the Mistios, and then we win. There we are. Oh, they're coming closer. Okay, nothing over here. Not even a corpse. You see nothing. They're very persistent. And they kind of always know where I am. Don't mind me. We're just gonna sneak around this direction, kill the last normal dude, and then we'll be right with you. All is fine. Oh, they're coming this way. Of course they are. What else would they be doing? Let's just hit this guy quick like. Oh boy, that was a close one. I almost rounded the corner before I got in the bushes. And now... critical sneak.
I'll fight you to my last breath.
Who broke my loot? I still don't have the combat. I don't have the combat set on, but that's fine. Yeah. Who needs a combat set when you've got the power of friendship? And also fire and sharp blades. Those are also important. Alright. Hey, dude. I probably shouldn't unlock the thing that's next to you, because,
You did well. Thank you.
Alright, escort you to the boat. Let me just, grab some supplies real quick. I don't even need to burn these, because I've already done this place before. But I will steal them, because it's free loot. Alright, so where's this boat of which you speak? Over there? Alright. Well, let's leave out the main entrance. I probably don't want to make you, like, climb over a bunch of stuff. That would just be rude. You will have to watch me just steal everything in there, though. I'm sure you don't mind. Alright, come along. To the shoreline with you. I like your hat. I don't know why they let you keep that, because it's like a full-on helmet. So, you know, if you're in captivity, you'd think they would take your armor, but... You know, I'm not these people. I'm not gonna judge how they do things. Alright. Apparently we should have gone this way around, but that's fine. Come along. I don't know how you got a boat here without anyone noticing, but... You know, that's fine.
There you are. I was starting to think you wouldn't show up.
Well, you know, bounty hunters.
Hello, Emilko. Long time.
Itor, what's going on? Why are you here?
Of course. He didn't tell you, did he?
No.
You've been used, my friend.
He usually doesn't
Shut
tell me.
up. I'm not here to hear you talk. I'm here to see you die.
You deceived me. You asked me to rescue him just so you could kill him.
I didn't lie. Just omitted some details, that's all.
Why didn't you just tell me to kill him? Yeah, it doesn't make any
I got him
sense.
out as you asked, so why kill him now? I could have dealt with him if that's what you wanted.
Because I had to see him.
Why?
Because he killed the love of my life.
We both shared guilt in that. But she was my wife!
Your wife?
She wouldn't have died if...
What? If I hadn't caught you? If you hadn't attacked me? If she hadn't tried to stop us? If our blades hadn't struck her down? Who's to blame here?
I mean... Yeah,
Just what
arguing
either
won't
of
do
you
much.
did. This won't bring her back.
It will make me feel better.
And that's
For how
all
long?
that's important to you in the end, isn't it? Easing your conscience.
You think killing him would make you feel better? I guarantee it won't. And it sounds like she wouldn't have wanted either of you to get hurt.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Fuck you're sorry. You destroyed my life that night.
That's true.
But I agree with your friend. Let's just pray we never see each other again.
Why, you...
Let him go. You made the right choice here.
Sometimes we cannot make up for the mistakes of our past. I'm just glad all those years with me didn't rub off on you.
Sometimes we need to move on from the past, like I did from Kefalonia. You have a chance to make a new life. Use it.
Alright, see ya, I guess. You got any cultist clues for me? No? Okay. Next quest, I guess. Let me just check if I found a cultist clue and just didn't notice it. Nope. Help people nearby. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying my best. There's only so many quests in this region. Alright, well, there's something down here. But yeah, the archer playstyle doesn't seem to be coming into play very often here. I mean, if I was fighting really low level enemies, I might be able to one-shot them with headshots. But aside from that, it seems like it's just not as efficient as just assassinating them normally. And who are you and why are you here? Because there's like a lion right downstairs. Maybe you should run for cover. But you know, it's fine if you don't. Your life. You can die if you want to, I guess. Have fun with that. I'm just gonna run down here because the quest is real close by. Alright, do you have a cultist tip for me? Mr. Homeless Man. Obviously you would have a
So
clue
now
about
they have
the
people
cultists.
watch us get punished. That's a different kind of shame.
I'm not here to watch. I just saw you by chance.
What you saw was a man who paid his master for freedom, but is being kept a slave.
You can do that?
My master gave me a price for my freedom, and I saved until I had enough. Now that I've given him the drachmi, he pretends as if the deal never existed.
I mean, yeah, he probably just told you that so that you would pay him back all the, you know, meager wages that he's giving you so that he can keep all the money and keep you.
That isn't right. Let me talk to him for you.
Really? You do that? My name is Phaedon. I don't know who you are, but surely you were sent by the gods. They must have heard my prayers.
Well, if you know something about the cult and the cultist guy that I'm looking for, then obviously you were sent by the gods.
They
Yeah,
did.
sure.
And you deserve their help.
I can sense something in you. You're special.
I like to think so.
Oh, I'm special, all right.
Gods or not, I'm grateful. My master should be near the silver mine. He's likely overseeing other slaves like myself.
Slaves, you say? Does there happen to be a slave trade somewhere around here? In Attica? That has something to do with a cult member, perhaps? Yeah, what did you do?
Get whipped like that?
More than you know.
What did you do?
I don't always know. Not working fast enough, looking at someone wrong, asking for water. Sometimes they do it just for fun. I'm not sure how much more I can take.
I'll talk to your master and make sure he listens.
He's not really the listening type.
He will be with me.
Alright then. Let's go smack some sense into someone. Hello, good sir. Are you a cult member? Can I kill you?
You look strong. I could always use more people to keep the slaves in line if you're looking for work.
How about I
I'm
keep you
already
in line?
working. I'm here about one of your slaves, Phaedon.
As if I know their names. You're wasting my time.
You should know their names. How are you going to keep them in line if you don't have a way to keep them all accounted for?
I shouldn't even need to be here. You're the one wasting my time.
Ha! Nobody has spoken to me like that in quite a while. Spit it out while you're still entertaining.
Phaedon paid you for his freedom. Give it to him.
Doesn't sound familiar. But I'm feeling generous. Do something for me, and I'll give this Phaedon his freedom.
What is it?
There's a woman I'd like you to kill. It'll leave her family to fend for themselves. But the cult of Cosmos needs it done.
You're a member of the cult? If that's true, then you know who I am.
You're smarter than they make you out to be, Eagle Bearer.
Tell me why I shouldn't just kill you now.
You could. Of course, if I'm killed, the slave stays that way. And I'm the only one who knows where his papers are.
I mean,
I'll be on my
sure.
way.
Kill the woman or not, it's your choice. But if you want your slave friend to go free, it's the only way. One person's freedom is another's demise.
So he was down here at the silver mine. I saw this mine on the map, and I was like, no, that's not a quarry. There was this quarry, and I did both of them. I saw this, I was like, nah, couldn't be there. He was right here, the whole time. I should have just checked the mine. But, yeah, that is a good question, though. Who is it that I'm even trying to... Who is it exactly? I mean, it's not really telling me.
Cassandra!
Oh, what are you doing out here?
What chance that we should meet here?
It doesn't really feel like chance.
Yeah, are you stalking me?
Ah,
Like, what the
so
heck?
you wish for today's topic to be about fate?
No, not really.
Not really.
Good, because
That was the exact thing I said. I think Cassandra and I are starting to get on the same wavelength. She's inherited some of my brain cells since the start of the game, and they've started to, like, you know, actually percolate in that empty noggin of hers. Well, it's nice to see you
Attica is
again.
large, yet fate keeps bringing us together.
Ah, you're trying to bring us back to fate once again. I won't let you avoid answering my questions, though.
So how much did you overhear?
Oh, all of it. You have a difficult choice to make, clearly. How much is the freedom of one person worth? Do you believe one life is worth more than another?
Well, in this case, I would say people are equal in and of themselves, but in this case it is not equal. Because while the guy is enslaved, he is technically, you know, alive. Whereas I would be killing someone just for the freedom of another, and that is not an equal trade. If it was killing someone to bring someone else back to life, maybe. And then you'd have to go into, well, how many people are relying on the person that would be killed versus the person that would be brought back from the dead. And then you would have to look at how many years left they have to live, which would all have to be equal in order for one life for another to be an equal trade. You know, it's like in Supernatural, which I was watching earlier. There was the thing with the guy that was like transferring life force between people, and he ended up like having one younger person die. She was probably like 30 tops, and then he transferred that life force to heal some like 80-year-old guy who has cancer. And it's like, how is that a fair trade? Because now her, that, you know, women live longer than men on average as well, so she probably had like, I don't know, at least 50 years left, probably more. And then you give it to some other dude who has, I don't know, 10, 20 years tops. So it's like, I don't know. It's not a fair trade. The number of years just doesn't add up. So I would say in this case, it is not a fair trade to kill someone for someone else's freedom. So, but in this context, just with, you know, people aren't equal or people are equal, in theory, all people are equal given the same circumstances.
There's no difference between one person and another.
Exactly.
We all take our first breath the same way.
But are the breaths you take equal to my own? Would you
Yeah.
not say the breath of Pericles is put to better use than that of someone in prison?
Well, it does not matter whether you are making use, because the value of your life is not determined by what you do in that way. The value of your life, while it can be, you know, if you're exchanging one life and another, you would need to look at certain points of value, as I said, like how your life is affecting other people, how much good you're doing in other people's lives, how many people rely on you. In that case, you would need to look at value. But when it comes to just valuing people just randomly, you don't want to just look at people as, you know, what they do, because inherent value is what makes all people equally valuable. And so that would make it so that even the greatest, you know, most important politician would be of the exact same value as somebody rotting in prison, because they both are living human beings that deserve that existence. But, you know, so I would say it's equal.
It doesn't matter which two people you compare. The answer is the same.
So, a thief is equal to a priest, a politician to a child? An interesting view.
I think I've said enough.
Why are you saying it like a child is
You're
unimportant?
right. I know you are busy and your mind is weary.
That does sound like me.
Go now. It's been an honor having these conversations with you.
You too, Socrates.
Alright, see ya. So I'm supposed to return to this guy and, like, say whether or not I will do it?
What is it?
I'm not going to kill someone so you'll free Fedon when he should have been already.
Fine.
True.
I'll find someone else to kill her, and Fedon will remain my slave. I'll be sure he receives a grand reward for wasting so much of my time.
Apparently I got paid anyway. So, yeah, cult member man. Get obliterated. He literally did get obliterated. I forget that they do that every time.
You're done making trouble.
Alright, there we go. Finished that section of the thingamawhat's-it. Additionally, he said that he's the only one who knows.
Let me out! Help me!
Sure. Why not?
You have given me my freedom. How can I ever repay you?
Don't mention it. That's how. Alright, let's raid the silver mine here. I don't know what exactly there is here, but I don't know if you can actually find the guy's papers to free him, but we're gonna try. So we'll just pop in here. If anyone wants to stop us, we'll just obliterate them. This place, yeah. This place is contested, so let's get the burb in here. Clear out the place for some moolah. See if we can't find the guy's papers somewhere in here. What are you trying to lock onto now? Okay. It's always trying to look at things way in the distance. Alright, I think that's most everyone here, but let's just triple check this kind of empty region. And of course there's more stuff in there that it wants me to see. Seems like the mine is pretty extensive. Alright, that'll be good enough. Let's get in there and start killing some people. Yeah, let's go quickly. Good. We should be able to take this guy out. Right here. And then this guy. Luckily we still have our assassination set on, so we're able to clear these guys out right quick. Yoink the loot. And they're kind of wandering about a bit close by for comfort. You're also like right there, but you know, you're kind of behind a stick, so that stick will hide us. It surprisingly did hide us. Okay. Not sure how that worked, but if we're quick. Good. There's stairs, Cassandra. Come on. Just try pressing forward as she's at the bottom of the stairs, and she's just like, I wonder how I shall get over this insurmountable obstacle. And then I walk over to a mountain, and she's like, oh, it's an easy climb. Yeah, you know, just everyday thing. I'm just gonna climb this mountain. It's fine. Oh, is that a mercenary coming in? He has a bear? There's the bear chasing him. That would be funny. If he's coming to kill me, and then it just a bear is just chasing after him and kills him. Alright, well the bear's level 21. That's good to know. Need to be able to see that guy. Get scanned, please. Thank you. Alright, that must have been one of the guys that was in the silver mine. Is that guy looking this way? It's hard to tell through the tree. I think he is. We'll wait until this guy's further down. I wonder if I can sneak attack the bear. I think I can. Get obliterated. But you know, the irony is not lost on me that, you know, we're debating ethics and morality, and then I go around and just slaughter like 50 people because they're blocking my way to some loot. And then I go back to debating ethics. I mean, in the end, my actions in a video game are very much less indicative of how I feel about morality than what I say in these hypothetical situations. Because in the end, you know, it's a video game, and who cares what you do in it? Nobody should care, at least. There's a guy down there, too. Bit too far away. Ah, and Discord isn't muting anymore. Again. Still don't know why it does that. So, do you think I would be able to walk that direction and get around behind him? I think he'd see us. Maybe we wait for... Oh, we could also whistle him over here. That could be efficient. But there's a guy right there, and he'll probably hear us as well. So we'll wait another minute or so. Now you...
Who did that?
Nobody did that. Except for me. You should probably come check it out. You see nothing. Alright. So he's kind of leaving. So let's continue on. Okay, he's coming back in, but that's fine. We'll meet him in the mine. I didn't grab the arrows. I should really upgrade my scan. It's just I never use it. Except in these like niche situations where you're underground somewhere. And you need to find people. Is that the captain? No, it's just a regular guy. Where's my... Oh, hi. Killing animation takes forever, as always.
All of us looking, we'll find her in no time. Yes, sir.
Don't mind me.
Any trace? Report. No? Just go. Keep searching. They must not escape. Come here.
You son of a...
I'll kill you. There you are. Me.
See nothing. Oh, of course, the bear is waiting outside. Yeah, I think they see us for sure. So we're just gonna escape. Hey, look, there's loot. So if we go over here and then jump down this way and then run behind this building, we should have enough distance that we're gonna be able to hide. Because yeah, that's way too many enemies to deal with without any kind of stealth. He's like, oh, she went in the building. Of course. But nope. Hey, look, more loot. So that's not great. I'd like to take out the peanut gallery before dealing with the mercenary, but I guess we could use our chain stealth, take out those two, hope for the best. Here comes the bear as well. Or we could just wait even longer. And eventually this will all work itself out, I'm sure. Alright, they've fully forgotten about me. I mean, they're still walking around like they're a bit suspicious, but you know, that's fine. If only these two were here and the mercenary was up there, that would make it a lot easier. Oh, there's some loot up here. Can I get in the second floor? Probably not. Okay. That bear keeps spinning to look towards us, and I don't like that. We'll probably have enough clearance to go up here now. And then we'll circle back around and get the people in the cave again. But apparently there's another mercenary somewhere around here. And that's unfortunate. But now I think I know where everyone is, because, you know, they attacked me, so obviously that tags them.
All that silver. So this is how Athens got so rich.
It's a lot of enemies in one mine. It's gonna be very hard to stealth into there, even though it's very dark and you'd think it'd be easy to stealth in here, but not really.
Let's make this quick.
Alright. Taking out most of the fodder. And now, press the correct button. And go to inventory. Go to loadout 2. There we are. Oh, we're on the wrong thing. What's it? There we are. Yep. Very hard to see things in this very enclosed cavern here. Okay.
Are you really trying to fight me?
Now we can focus on you. Get some poison going. And you already did not do much damage, but might as well get you doing even less damage now. Come at me, bro. Stop freaking out, camera. Ow. Let me get you on fire. At least this lights up the cavern a bit. I don't think anyone's gonna be helping. No offense. But I kind of killed all the guards. Alright, poison. There we go. Get that going again.
Death is coming, Mistios.
Alright. Easy enough. And get the bear as well. Alright. Now, luckily these people didn't hear any of that. And we can just kind of sneak on in. Let's just hit him with a ranged attack there. Very good. Oh, there's another guy coming in. We'll have to keep an eye out for him. What does it mean a cultist clue is nearby? That's not really what we're in here for. You'll find whoever did it, huh? Oh, I'm sure you will. Or whoever did it will... once again, how do you know it's a she? Kind of a weird assumption you're making there. Because, yeah, I don't think that guy ever saw me. I mean, maybe he did. But there have been times where the enemies don't see me at all. And then they automatically know that it's a female attacker. It's like, why would you assume that? That seems weird. Oh, this looks ornate. Let me just steal that. Nice. I didn't really get what I came here for, which was possibly to find the papers for the guy, but a cultist clue is good enough for me. So let's look at the cult menu here. So we have... Oh, we can just unveil this guy. I don't know how we
The cult is
know
nothing
exactly where
without
he is.
me. Even the gods cower in my wake. Kneel or die.
Alright, good. Well, we know him. And then there's this one that we just got all the information for, and she has our dagger.
Nothing gets past the eyes of Cosmos.
Alright. We'll mark you, but then we also have you to unveil.
Slavery is natural. It is necessary.
It is not natural, nor is it necessary. I mean, it is a natural inclination for humanity, but it's not supposed to be natural. So we're gonna go kill you, and that's our next goal, but that we'll probably have to wait until tomorrow. Oh, but she's right here. Alright, so next time we're gonna be going and killing her and getting our fancy new dagger, and that'll be delightful. Well, let's make our way out of this cave. But yeah, why are all these people trying to mine when you can just walk past something, do a vague grabbing animation, and the rocks just shatter at your whim? and then you pick up all the pieces instantaneously, and then it's all in your bag. Like, I don't see why these people need to make such a big fuss about all the mining and everything. Alright, but we do have to burn the war supplies, and we do need to loot another chest here as well. Come on. Alright. We need... I guess we should do the chest here first. Yoink. And then we go and burn the other supplies that were right out here. And now we're good. I wonder if you do enough of this stuff, if you could actually turn Athens to Spartan control. Because there is nation power here. But anyways, we're outside of a contested area, so we can save, and all will be good. Ooh, 3 levels today. That's pretty good. Usually we get 1 to 2, but this time we've been spamming quests, so that's been good XP. But anywho, we're gonna end it for today. I'm glad that everything actually worked today, because yesterday was a bit scuffed with everything being just absolutely broken, but it went well. All in all, we ended up finding and killing the last 2 cult members, and we now have access to that final cult member, and we'll probably use if when we can, I'm assuming we can, we'll probably use the snake gear that we got, because it has a lot of assassin damage, or at least we'll replace our assassin loadout with that. I don't know if our main loadout will be that. We'll probably want to have a different legendary set for our main loadout, just, you know, just because. But yes, so we'll get to that, and I'll see you guys next time, I suppose, which is that gonna be tomorrow? What day is it? It's Friday, right? Yeah, so that'll be tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then, and goodbye.